No luck.
Imagine that being your
Is it
life.
218,550. Oh, sorry. Where were
He
we?
said 3 minutes.
I may be used to the 21-minute cycle, but for a first-time face-to-face meeting, there's just too much to cover in one go-around.
Can't be easy living like this.
Yes. And no. Now that I'm acclimated to it, it isn't especially, onerous. Defecation, ablution, nutrition. Most of life's basic functions fit rather easily into a 21-minute time slot. Sleep is the tricky one. And intercourse, I suppose. Physical. Not that someone in my position has to worry much about either. Do you read, Sam? Listen to music. Watch films. You know, I keep busy. I have a collection of music.
What if those are actual
shows,
movies and
some
stuff?
Very interesting.
I see
short
Evil
films,
Rain.
and stories. Everything consumable within a 21-minute window. All from before the Death Stranding, of course. But honestly, the 21 minutes I spend here, all downtime, nothing more. Time spent waiting to go back to the search. My body may be present, but my soul is on the beach. I'm already dead.
I know that feeling. Lost my family in an accident.
Well, I never expected you to open up to me.
Oh, was it 27 minutes? Oh, okay.
I've read about your circumstances. I lost my family in an accident too. I was in the ICU having heart surgery, out of town, in the city. When it was clear that I was going to pull through, my wife took my daughter back to the house to collect some things for me. And then they were caught in the void outs. The city and the hospital were spared the worst, but the shockwave knocked out the power and my life support. I woke up on the beach. The people who died in the two void outs were there. What happened? What's going on? I saw my wife and my daughter in the procession. Hey! It's me!
Oh, he's getting brought back to life. He's being resuscitated.
Where are you going? Wait! Don't leave without me! No! Don't go! Please, don't go! The ICU's backup generator kicked in, and I was brought back to life by the defibrillator. Exactly 21 minutes after my heart had stopped. And that was the last time I saw my family. It's my damned heart's fault that we were torn apart, but it's also the reason I'll see them again someday. It defines me. I am Hartman. Ever since, I've walked the beaches of others, I follow my family's footsteps for a while, and when I get tired, I return here to continue my research. It's funny though, even when my heart stops, the pain lingers. You have any family photographs, Sam? Pity.
5 minutes to cardiac arrest.
Jeez.
You mind telling me what I'm doing here before you go back to the
Nice
beach?
fourth wall break.
Of course. There's a prepper-owned station in this area. Our scientists stationed there are researching material from before the Death Stranding.
What kind of material?
The Earth has a long memory. It's trying to tell a story, one that goes back to the very beginning, one that not even the Death Stranding could erase. The scientists are all colleagues of mine from the earlier expedition. I'd like you to bring them onto the chiral network. Amelie proposed we establish our research posts along this belt. Despite a worldwide search, this is the only area known to contain fossils from the late Cretaceous period, when the dinosaurs died out. The assumption being that the last ones lived here, and here alone. You see, hiding in the Earth then are memories of a major mass extinction. Clues that could tell us how to survive our predicament. Certainly, that was Amelie's hope as part of the advanced team when she assigned our backup team here. The past informs the present and aids us in building the future. She was careful to impress that upon us before she went west.
3 minutes to cardiac arrest.
Shut up. I'm putting you on mute. Sometime later, we began to observe unusual activity in the tar belts outside Edgenot City. Vast quantities of tar began surfacing, spreading, consuming many of my colleagues, as well as a chiral way station. The whole incident defied explanation.
You think Higgs is to blame?
I don't know, but we needed that way station. It was essential to expanding the chiral network westward. That's why I'm asking you for your help in building a new one. It won't be much given the handful of equipment we've managed to scrape together. Nothing.
Nah, he's not gonna miss it. It's his life.
That's for sure.
He's done it 200,000 times.
But
He's not gonna mess it up.
Is still a knot. Sam, I want you to use the Cupid to put the scientists on the network. Then go to Amelie. Afterwards, we can get back to the important job of researching the deaths.
Oh, he's got a padded floor. See, he's not messing it up. He knows what he's doing. That's why he's got the padded floor.
Don't worry about him, Sam. The air mat floor absorbs the impact. I'll unlock the door for you.
Yes, you saw us. You saw us walking. God, I love this game. Oh man, that was great. Yeah, boy.
Sam, you heard it. You can grab the order at it.
Oh man. Oh man, that's great. But yeah, you saw me walking on the padded floor. I even made a comment about it earlier. So like I told you, he knew what he knew what he's doing. He wouldn't get caught in a bad spot.
Way station that was lost to the tar. The first step is to put a shelter with our scientists on the chiral network. Now we don't know the first thing about Amelie's status or what Higgs is up to. That's a concern for us as much as you. But we won't know more until we get to Edgenot City. And that means connecting this region first.
Sorry, but we won't be going to Nevada,
And the paleontologist.
which is my home. It's covered in tar. Feels bad.
Biologist, so I recommend you save her for last. That way, you can finish a delivery and link up the final site in one go. Once all three are on the grid, come back here. Then we can get to work on the replacement for that lost way station.
Well, he's taking it over. We don't know Higgs's motives and why he's done the things that he's done. On a side note, it's kind of funny that all of Nevada is, and a lot of New Mexico and Arizona is covered in the tar lake, the tar belt or whatever, because in ancient times where I live right now was an ancient lake. It was just a big, giant, freaking humongous lake, bigger than any of the current Great Lakes by a substantial amount. It is an ancient lake bed. Anti-chiralium medication delivery, and then to the paleontologist. Some more stuff. All right, this looks light enough.
A geologist of ours has been studying fossils as part of his research into prehistoric extinction events. He's been out there conducting excavations for a while now and has begun to suffer the effects of chiral contamination.
Feels
No doubt
bad.
the result of excessive exposure to chiralium during the dig. Until the site is properly decontaminated, his work can't proceed. Nor will his health improve. So we need you to bring him some chiralium scrubbing agents.
I love
Stand clear.
The stratum the team was investigating dates from the end of the Cretaceous period, the time of the infamous mass extinction, which brought the reign of the dinosaurs to a close, leaving small mammals to inherit the Earth. It's the most recent of the Big Five, and one of the largest mass extinctions the world has ever seen. In any event, our team found something truly remarkable. Can you guess what it was? A fossil beach. If that is indeed what it is, then he has made a tremendous discovery. Therefore, Sam, it is essential that you deliver those chiralium scrubbing agents as soon as possible.
There's a lot of fossils out in this
One
area.
more thing, Sam. For this run, you'll be transporting an antimatter bomb.
Sweet.
A Bridges paleontologist working on a dig says he needs it.
Yeah, I always need
Apparently,
antimatter
the
bombs.
fossils he wants to study are buried deep beneath tar, and the only way he can get to them is by blowing it wide open. Now, hopefully I don't need to tell you to be extra careful when handling high-yield explosives, but in case I do, make sure you keep that container in one piece, no matter what. Thermal pad. Indispensable gear for cold weather operations, especially useful when traversing snow-capped mountains.
Wearing thermal pads will reduce the degree which snowy conditions drain stamina, will increase the amount of stamina restored by drinking one of the canteen. Okay. Don't need it. I've never had stamina issues in the snow.
A geologist of ours
No
has been
joyriding.
studying fossils
Ugh.
as part of his research into prehistoric extinction events. He's been out there conducting excavations for a while now and has begun to suffer the effects of chiral contamination. No doubt the result of excessive exposure to chiralium during the dig. Until the site is properly decontaminated, his work can't proceed. Nor will his health improve. So we need you to bring him some chiralium scrubbing agents.
The stratum the team was investigating dates from the end of the Cretaceous period, the time of the infamous mass extinction, which brought the reign of the dinosaurs to a close, leaving small mammals to inherit the Earth. It's the most recent of the Big Five, and one of the largest mass extinctions the world has ever seen. In any event, our team found something truly remarkable. Can you guess what it was? A fossil beach.
Yeah, we
If that
did.
is
We
indeed what it is,
we talked
then
about
he has
this.
made a tremendous
Did he?
discovery.
What?
Therefore, Sam, it is essential that you deliver those chiralium scrubbing agents.
Did they accidentally put the cutscene in twice?
One more thing, Sam. For this run,
What? What the hell?
Bridges, apparent now. Make
Did I accidentally cancel the mission out or something? I think I might have canceled the mission out on accident.
Sam, I'm sure
Or it
you
might be a
haven't
bug
forgotten,
with the thermal pad
but you need
cutscene
to be
causing it to
extremely
reset.
careful with that
I think that's what it
bomb,
was.
especially when transporting it by a carrier or vehicle.
Oh, good.
Any irregularities should trigger an alarm. Don't ignore it.
I thought antimatter was more science fiction. Is that actually a thing? Antimatter? Well, not really science fiction, but more like theoretical, but not something we could produce. A single gram of antimatter is the equivalent of several small nukes. What about one big nuke instead of several small nukes, though? We only have a small amount. We actually have some. Oh, that's not scary. You know what I also heard that's also really scary is that the Large Hadron Collider, whatever it's called, can potentially cause a black hole. And it doesn't matter if it's the smallest black hole ever. Eventually, black holes grow and 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 grow. And if one is caused, even the one that's as small as a pinhole will eventually consume our entire planet and we'll all die.
Sam.
But maybe I might be mistaken on, you know, all that. That's actually false? Oh, okay. Well, I'm not a scientist guy, so that's just what I heard. We gotta go here first, right? So probably the best way to do that is through here and then back down. No, I'd have to get up the mountain. It's better to go around, I think. Black hole only has gravity that correlates to its mass. Oh, okay. Causes black holes emit gamma radiation to decay. The micro black holes actually collapse. Oh, okay. Well, that's not quite as scary then. Maybe I can get through here or something. Without a heck ton of mass, a black hole collapses pretty quickly. Oh, okay.
His family, he very nearly lost himself. For 21 minutes, he was in a state of cardiopulmonary arrest. Under normal circumstances, he would have died. Therapeutic hypothermia saved his life. But the 21 minutes he spent on the other side had a lasting effect on him. Perhaps due to the shock, his Doom's abilities seem to have increased. And now he takes every opportunity to walk
Shit,
the
my
beach in
battery's
search of
running
his
low.
family.
I'm gonna go get some PCI thingies.
My apologies, Sam. You came all this way to visit me, yet I neglected to give you a proper farewell. Do be careful out there. As I mentioned before, this region is rich in memories of death and extinction. It should come as no surprise that BTs are sighted here more frequently. Perhaps you recall the models in my lab? Their designs were all based on eyewitness accounts. Though I suppose it must have struck you as strange, considering the many times you've
what
come
the hell?
face to face with the real McCoy.
I don't know why that caused me to bump. I'm annoyed by that because now I got damage on my freaking thing. Did you know my truck is very Jokerish? I didn't intend it to be Jokerish. I just wanted purple and green because it's hideous. And I just wanted my truck to look hideous. You know. For the style points. But yeah, that cutscene was really cool with Hartman. I really dig a lot of the Kojima character designs. It's very much like I said, or it's like if an anime storyteller had an actual decent writing team and budget. You know, way out there, out of control, kind of cool, like crazy stuff, but like really well written and developed. You know.
Thank you for your continued support. Good work.
Alright, so I want a PCC, at least one of those. Let's get one of those. And a level 2 one as well. Call it a jerkmobile. We don't fully understand black holes, so who knows if there are other bad things that are happening we don't understand. True. Yeah. Yeah.
Keep on keeping on.
So here's the border end. So we can build our charging station right here. Shut up, dude. I know.
Sam, that spot is too close to an existing structure. If you want to build a new one, you need to do so outside the sensor ring.
Is ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges. Weapons restrictions lifted.
Construction complete.
My reckless driving while carrying a doomsday device can only end well. Listen here, Yoda man. When I'm carrying a doomsday device, my driving is impeccable, okay? I can drive up that mountain and not set off the bomb. Prove Chad wrong. I mean, I'm pretty much about to do exactly that, so, you know. About to prove y'all wrong. Oh boy. Well, that's not good. This baby can drive so safe. Slapstick causes explosion. Oh my god, they're like, okay. Well. Hey, get out of here! No! Ah, shit. Yeah, we're at SeaWorld again. Okay. What the hell? Why did that damage my cargo? I freaking kicked a wall. Oh my god, it's right behind me. Where's my van? Holy shit! Oh. Kill Squidward? I have literally 0 weapons on me, dude. There's no way. If I had a BT rifle or something on me, I'd go for it, but I don't. I have nothing. Something thermal pads? I don't need no thermal pads, man. I'm Gucci. By the way, Fox, if you had a vote for your cheer earlier, man, let me know, dude. I'll get you down. What happened to my robot legs? What happened to my robot legs? Hey! Yeah! What happened to my robot legs? They're gone. No wonder I was struggling with this pack. God dang it, my robot legs are gone. What happened to them? I know one pair just got destroyed, but I equipped a new pair. Frick, dude. Maybe it's a bug with that cutscene or something. Who knows? Maybe they're on me and I just don't know. Nope, they're gone. Huh. Yeah, I have no idea what happened to my robot legs. I was wondering why I was struggling with such a small pack. Got a new paint job, what do you think? BT camo, exactly. I think I'm gonna have to... No, I need to go up the side here. Oh, that's it right there. Like, that's right there. I didn't realize I was so close. Dang, that's annoying. Unlocking the important emotes I seen.
Oh, thank God for that. I was worried you might not get here in time. But then I've done nothing but worry of late. I've been haunted by those visions you Doom sufferers see. That end of day stuff. I put the nightmares down to fatigue. The possibility of chiral contamination never even occurred to me. It's just lucky we got it before the suicidal stage.
Whatever the next Breath of Fire game is. Well, I mean, 1 and 3 are both on the list.
It's not just my life.
But I'm playing 5 currently.
It's my life's work. I started to wonder if I'd ever see these meds. I guess you really are good at what you do, huh? Thank you.
Almost 3.
Oh, yes. Right then. If you'd do the honors.
You heard that Nick and Netflix are in the midst of making a Squidward spin-off. I don't even like SpongeBob to begin with. That sounds like the worst thing ever. But I mean, that's just me. I don't like Climbing Anchor 2. I just don't like SpongeBob.
And just like that, I'm part of the UCA, with access to a treasure trove of historical research materials. Studying this fossil beach should be a good deal easier now. Assuming I can prove once and for all that that's what it is. Honestly, though, I'm just excited I can finally share these findings with everyone. Can you believe I found chiral deposits in strata dating back 65.5 million years?
Yeah.
Evidence of an ancient death stranding.
Chiral matter has existed on Earth since long before the dawn of man. This stratum is proof of that. Look at this, Sam. Do you see that black fissure there? We believe this is the source of the Chiralian readings. In the distant past, earthquakes caused frictional melting along fault lines, producing layers of what is known as pseudotachylite. We call these layers fossil earthquakes. Extending the principle, our fissure here is what one might term a fossil beach. The presence of chiralium in this of all strata cannot be a mere coincidence. It strongly suggests that beaches must have appeared during the Cretaceous-Paleogene extinction event. And not just then. The chiral network has recovered data suggesting that similar fossil beaches were discovered in strata corresponding to other extinction events too. That would seem to indicate the Big Five and all other major extinctions were accompanied by the appearance of beaches. In expanding the chiral network, you've helped us glimpse a pattern in these scattered points of data. You've furthered our individual research projects and ensured that it is only a matter of time before we recover all we have lost and solve every mystery that remains. But this is only the beginning. See this through, Sam, and there's no telling what we might learn.
Good work.
So,
Order available.
commenting on for our last meal, only pizza will suffice. Oh my god. Regarding like what Fox was saying about how Kojima wanted to be a movie producer and settled for games, I don't feel like he settled for games so much as like he just like it's not like making games is a lesser endeavor than making movies, but I think 1 second. Games were still a medium where he could do what he wanted, which is tell a story in a meaningful way, you know? And I think to that end, that like it's kind of good that we got him on the side of game development, to be perfectly honest, because he has interesting game design ideas on top of telling really cool stories. And if my game has a lot of cutscenes and a lot of storytelling, as long as they're well done, I don't give a damn. But when I play a game like Xenosaga, where it's just like hours and hours of like mediocre to below average storytelling, yeah, that's gonna bother me because it's boring. You know, that's boring. Like a long story and a very well told story like this. Who cares? That's good. That's where video games are going, is a different medium to tell a story that has an interactive gameplay system, you know? That's good. I'm about it. I'm super about it. I mean, I have the truck, so I could just take on all of these and then bring them back eventually. I don't know if I'll go to the robotist though. It's a pretty rough one to get to. Actually, before I do anything, I should fabricate my robot legs again. He's very well spoken and articulate for someone who lives 21 minutes at a time, but I think that's because he probably has to, right? It's almost like it's a necessity, you know, at that point. Oh, that's the truck. Well, sure, I'll carry the antimatter bomb on my back. Side note, you love me some Kojima. I vaguely remember an interview with someone, something he did where he jokingly said that he settled for video games. Oh, okay. I see now. But yeah, I think it's kind of 6 in one hand, half a dozen on the other sort of thing, where it's like video games, movies, whatever. You know, he found a medium where he could express himself the way he wanted to, and it was at the perfect time, because it was at the time where video games as a storytelling medium was rapidly advancing and growing. And if it wasn't, oh my god, I gotta go there with the bomb. If it wasn't for all of that, we definitely would not have gotten good storytelling in games. I mean, Final Fantasy VII was what opened the door, right? Final Fantasy VII was the first game to have like super high quality, box office level storytelling in a game, and because of that, it opened the door for things like Metal Gear Solid to be viable. All right, let's do it like that. Yeah. Will I have enough battery though? Let's find out. You know what? I'm here. There's no reason for me to not build. Oh, there's one right there. That's a really poorly placed. You know what? JC Kanda, your power charging station sucks. I'm gonna show you how it's done.
Okay.
You like my paint job? Yeah, me too. Let's fabricate a PC. No. PCC1. Let's just get 2. Carry one with us, just in case. My favorite Kojima game besides Death Stranding, as far as I know, he's only done Metal Gear Solid games, in which case I very much love Metal Gear Solid 1. I've very much enjoyed Metal Gear Solid 2. Metal Gear Solid 3, I enjoyed a lot of the story, but I felt it was just kind of like Metal Gear Solid 1 again, but with a stupid survival mechanic. So I don't think it was quite as good, but this is how a generator's done, my friend, right? Right in the line where you would most logically go to, and alongside the path, so you don't have to worry about it. Boom, you're welcome. Zone of the Enders 2, but you suck at for. Oh, okay, I've never played Zone of the Enders. You know what I said earlier when I said Kojima games are kind of like anime games that have a good budget? Zone of the Enders is like actually an anime game. And as far as I know, I don't know if it has like a really good deep story or not, but yeah, like freaking Kojima games are 100% if anime games had good writing and a good budget. What's up, Emery? Thank you for 32 months, dude. Man, working on that 3 years. Thank you. And we want to go down this channel with the antimatter bomb. No big deal. I have the brake on, that's why he's doing that. Living Cool, thank you for 17 months resub. 12 plus nearly half a year, exactly 17 months. I know, right? You got topped by the 32-month guy. Listen. A sub is a sub is a sub is a sub. Doesn't matter if you started today or 3 years ago. That support is still being shown regardless of how long it's been. I do appreciate, obviously, the people that have been around that long, but I mean, you know, I'm not going to say your sub is worth less just because it hasn't been as long. Sub is a sub, my friend. Could have had a great story, but I think much of the story was cut out to stop from getting in the way of action. Zero of the Owners was very much an arcade-style game that had... Yeah, arcade games don't exactly lend themselves to top-tier storytelling or anything like that. They're more about the raw action.